Hey guys, I'm back. And in today's video is going to be a little bit more serious because I want to discuss a video that I came across on my TikTok feed. Um, I seen this black guy in a liquor store, I believe, and he was getting like beat up by the police. He was getting like beat the fuck down by the police, and I wanted to talk about that, because what I seen was not okay. See, there's always another way to go about things. We don't have to be so quick to anger and so quick to violence. Um, and allegedly, what they're saying that the police seen the man do, like they seen him have like retrieve some narcotics. So then they just went in and started beating the brakes off his ass, and it was just not okay. They beat him so bad to where, allegedly they never read him his rights, his Miranda rights. They beat him so bad that they were breaking things in the liquor store. The man fell. He was on top of like broken glass. They dragged him out of the store. It was a mess. And I just always feel like there's always another way. They could have first read him his rights and then simply arrested him. You don't have to start beating the fuck out of somebody, to try to prove some point or try to, you know, do what you're trying to do. It just was all wrong, and then so many people around was just standing around watching it, and now they're traumatized. I seen some young lady at the press conference, and she was breaking down. She was like, I just feel so bad. I should have threw my body in between, to stop them from beating on him. Like, they never even read him his rights, and it's sad. Like, we're in 2026, and it's sad that we still have to see this shit, you know what I mean, and know about this shit that's going on. It's disgusting. God is not happy. God is not happy with this earth. I'm telling you, he's not. We all have. This is so disgraceful and distasteful, but I love to look at the bigger picture of things. This earth is undergoing major construction by the Most High God. There's people that are in positions of power that are not supposed to be there. There's people that are settling for less when they know that they deserve more. There's people that are tolerating low vibrational ass relationships when they know that they are not in love anymore. There's people that are just in relationships for the kids. There's people that are just doing the job just for money. There's people that are truly lost. They have never had a spiritual awakening, not once in their life. There's people that are constantly putting toxicities in your body. There's so much going on. There's so much toxicity going on the earth, and truly we all need help. Again, I'm no different from you all. I can improve in some areas in my life as well. But this is just sad. I pray that man receives therapy. I pray that he gets with some sort of spiritual healer, spiritualist, or spiritual advisor. And yeah, it's been reported that the 2 officers in the video have been put on desk duty. I think they need a little bit more repercussions than that. I don't just think they need to be put on desk duty. What does desk duty do? Put you on a timeout for a little while? No, they need to go to therapy. They need to get with a spiritual healer. Somebody needs to break down the protocols and the consequences of their actions spiritually. You don't just because you have a position of power and you're a police, you don't go around abusing that power. And I know a lot of people don't even believe in God, but the truth is God is real. God is among us on this motherfucking earth. God is within you, and when I tell you the Lord is seeing everything that we are all doing here on this earth, it is no secret. When your ass is receiving karma and shit ain't going right in your life, that's because you're on motherfucking punishment by God. You need to know that. Some shit that you have done in your past, it ain't right. So God is not going to let you move forward. He ain't going to let you sleep at night. He ain't going to let you be all motherfucking right. Because the shit that you've done was not justified. So you are paying for your motherfucking sins right now. Can you actually imagine? You went to the fucking liquor store to get a bottle of liquor? That's what you thinking. You thinking shit, it's 85 degrees out. It's 85 degrees out. Let me put on my best fit. Shit, I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. And you pull up at the liquor store. You get you a bottle of Hennessy. I don't know, whatever the fuck y'all drink. And next thing you know, you getting fucked up by the popo. And you don't even know what's happening. Or maybe you do. I don't know what's going on in somebody else's brain. But that was uncalled for. The dragging on the floor. You breaking these people's merchandise in the store. Are you going to pay for that? I don't think so. And just doing as you please because you're in a position of power, and there's this like hierarchy in the world. It's really sick. It's really sick. And I know that not all cops are bad cops. I've actually experienced some great cops in my life, where, I'll just say that. I experienced some great cops in my life. So they're not all bad, so I do want to say that. But situation is just all in all sad. We all need motherfucking Jesus. We do. And I know, some people are like Mormon and things like that, where and atheists and they don't believe in God. Y'all gotta start getting right with the Lord. I'm telling you. Because the Lord, not only does the Lord love you, and the Lord supports you, right? And the Lord guides you. But literally, the way the Lord moves in your life when you just believe in Him, even if it's just a small mustard of faith, a small mustard seed of faith, the Lord literally dictates and guides and molds and controls, and not to the point of abuse, right? The Lord is not abusive. You have free will. Do you know that? You can do whatever you want. Truly, you can, whether it's good or bad. And just know you're going to reap the consequences of those actions. But what you should know is, if you just allow the Lord in your life, the Lord will tell you which steps to take, which paths to go down. No, don't turn here, turn here. Don't listen to her, listen to Him. The Lord, oh my God. The Lord is so powerful. I'm trying to find the words. The Lord is so powerful and strategic. The Lord does not fuck around with His children. I just want you to know that. So, maybe if people listen to the Lord a little bit more, things will start to become better in your life. You know what I mean? Like, you won't be going through as much trials and tribulations and drama, and you still will go through it, but it won't be at like maximum capacity of what you may be experiencing now. You see, because the Lord already fights your battles for you. Jesus died on the cross for your sins. God literally gave His only begotten Son for this world because He knew that this world needs it. He made a sacrifice for His only begotten Son because He knew that this world will be full of sin. So Jesus has already died on the cross for your sins. All He needs you to do now is continue to make the right decisions. I just seen 11:11 on the timer. So I just say all this to say, hopefully this resonates with someone. Keep believing in Jesus. Keep trying to make the best decisions over your life. And most importantly, trust your intuition, because that's God speaking to you. He probably, that guy that got beat up by the popo, he could have avoided that shit. Because if they're saying what he did, if they're saying, oh, he actually did allegedly get those narcotics, the Lord told, before he brought those narcotics, allegedly, the Lord already told you, don't do it. You see what I'm saying? But he went ahead and did it anyway. Why? Because he has free will, and you can do whatever you want. You can choose not to listen to the Lord, and you will deal with the consequences. So that could have been the consequences of his actions. Did it have to be so severe? No. It could have just been a simple arrest. He do his time, pay his ticket, whatever the case the situation is, that could have been that. But we have one not listening to their intuition, which led him to be in alignment of the popo. We have the popo out here fighting crime, but at the same time with abuse of power. So these two energies came in contact with each other, and it was this big blow up. People are not on the right sides of their energies. They're not. These motherfuckers are not on the right side of their energy. This motherfucker over here was clearly not on the right side of his energy, allegedly. I just see 1313 on the timer. But anyways, I want to leave it here. I'm praying for everybody involved. I think there should be more repercussions than just desk duty. How about therapy, and have them learn about abuse of power and things like that, and why we all are human, and you should treat people as human beings. Because what if this was your children or your brother or your mother? How would you feel? You would want to go to fucking hell and back. And this one, you need to learn, if he is saying what they, if he did what they say he did, he needs to go to rehab, because why are you outside buying narcotics? And then on top of that, you went to the liquor store because you're looking for a double, triple type of hit. I'm going to leave it here. I love you all. I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.